and welcome back to Simon Belmont Hangs from a Church.
You know, just can't bother to use a door, so like, I'll just stand here instead.
Man, Spider-Man is so much better at this move.
Seriously. I was actually kind of hoping that was gonna work.
Yeah, me too. I know, yeah, Gabriel wore reddish armor, but the Crotch skull doesn't seem that familiar to me.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Punisher, like, got a redesign for his clothes.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna start wearing my skull down on my crotch instead. I think that'll be more intimidating to my enemies.
Anything you can do to draw attention to the central region is good for distracting your foes.
Well, now we have this. There's probably like a whole lot of other places we can go back if we wanted to.
Yeah, we passed
cool goodies.
So many. Because if you recall, way back at the beginning, they were like, hey, here's a thing you can't use, why don't you leave a note to yourself?
Right. Well, even just when we backtracked to that previous area, I saw like a spot we could use it at.
Yeah.
Man, this is one long whip.
Yeah. This guy, yeah.
That is one satisfying thing to do with a Castlevania game, is to actually make your whip do stuff like that, because it wasn't always that way.
That's why Super Metroid was so much fun.
The tomes seem to have been marked by some mad scholar. They may hide a great secret, or perhaps are just the mad ravings of the insane. I wish I had enough time to decipher the message, but alas, time is not on my side. Cool.
Yeah.
Guess that's nice to know.
Let's get these. I'm still not eligible for secrets.
You haven't earned them yet.
No. I was hoping to grab a couple secrets and then go backtracking, but apparently it's forward all the time. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a changing room that takes us to different places.
That way, when you go to those different places, you can feel a little bit more fashionable.
Finally, I get to wear the Crotch skull.
Yeah, I wonder if this game does have stuff like that where you can change your costume.
That would be fun.
So where are we now?
Yeah, I like how they didn't even give us a choice. Okay, so the green
Well, it seems like there's
one's
multiple
here.
doors, so they,
Yeah,
and you can sort of see on the map that they coordinate the different areas.
right.
My God, protect me from these creatures of the devil. Free me from their claws. Save me from their voracious appetites. And hide me from their eyes, red as fire, thirsty for my blood. Lord, protect me. Or don't, because, I mean, clearly I'm dead now.
I like how you turned that prayer into just complaining.
I mean, at a certain point, you're kind of like, you know what? This is probably going to happen. I'm probably going to die anyway, so I'm going to have it out with him.
Just like this really passive-aggressive prayer.
Right. He was like, oh, Lord, please save me. You know, if it's convenient for you, if you could happen to find some time in your busy schedule.
You're so great at stemming the tide of evil demon creatures into our world.
Obviously, by the
Except when
fact
I'm
that,
around.
as you can see, that I am surrounded by evil blood-sucking creatures.
And now we're going to take an elevator to somewhere. The vertical prison.
Oh.
Oh.
I like it better than the horizontal prison. That place is so flat.
So flat. We don't have nearly as much of a map there either.
That skeleton has some nerve coming at you from the foreground.
Just rubbing it in.
Just shoving in their 3D privilege.
I open this crate. Is that a thing I can do? No. Man, look at all these grapple points I can suddenly use.
It's like they wanted you to come here.
Yeah. So, there should be something in the up direction. This whip doesn't seem any stronger, and that's kind of bumming me out.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't really an upgrade as far as that goes. It was just more of a tool than a weapon.
Yeah. There we go. Oh.
If that's the case, though, you would hope there's some other way to level it up then.
Yeah, you would hope. I get this timing right. There we go. And where do I go? This way. And it's been a long time since a Castlevania game has let me do this kind of thing.
Yeah, this is pretty satisfying.
Yeah. So I think it was just Castlevania 4 that had the whip mechanics like this.
That was Super Castlevania,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that was like the game that like really went all out with like the whip stuff, where you like swing it in all kinds of wild, random directions,
Right.
almost to its own detriment.
They went mad with power. So it seems like maybe that switch was the question. I don't know. Scroll.
I will die in this cell tonight. I will end my life with one final act of cowardice. With great shame in my heart, I will take my own life. I refuse to watch the beast remove the flesh from my bones. I will deny them my screams. I think we read this one already.
Yeah, that one sounds familiar. And Leap of Faith.
Either that, or we just have a lot of people dying and they're not very original with their material.
It's copying. It's like, what did you write for your suicide note? I can't think of anything good.
You're looking over at the guy at the next cell, like, oh right, you committed suicide, I forgot.
I'll just take that note.
And you're just like, you know what, I don't even have to fill out my own note. I just stick this one next to me and people would just think it's my note.
My name on it. Kick your
You
corpse
cross
down
out the
hole.
name, put a new name on it.
Darren crossed out. Jim. Alright, more hearts. More hearts.
Yay.
Yeah. Trying to decide whether it would be better to push forward or keep backtracking.
Well, I mean, now that, whoa!
He did not Spider-Man his way out of that one.
No, not at all.
Oh, I'm by a door. Let's go through this door. No, this is the way forward. That answers that question. Because, yeah, there's certainly more things all the way back here.
Well, you can go through those doors again and see where they lead you to.
Which doors?
Well, like, you can go back to that green door, and then you can use
yeah.
the blue and red door.
Yeah, good idea.
Because I imagine those doors are set up to go to places that are convenient for you to go explore, and you'll want to go explore.
Yeah. No, wrong button, wrong button. That was my bad.
What? He died from that amount of a fall?
Well, the NES game, Simon would like trip on a stair and fall to his doom, so...
I guess that's fair for the series.
Okay, that went better. That was not a repel point.
You're alive.
Going down is the most dangerous thing to do. Alright,
Yeah, well, it's hard because, like, even though Simon should be able to look down, you can't look down.
Right. Can't tell what's safe and what's not. Well, this should be fine. Okay. Health boost.
It's kind of disappointing that they sort of give away what your maximum health is.
Yeah, Strider did the same thing. But you get that in Metroid and Zelda too.
To an extent.
Yeah, it's a little more subtle. You have to put a little thought into it. But same thing.
I mean, like with Zelda, like, you know, until you get to your second row, you really don't know what the maximum health in that game is actually going to look like.
That's true, and Breath of the Wild actually took me by surprise because it used a slightly different max than usual.
Yeah, so you get like all these different rows of hearts, and you're like, well, where am I going to get to my second row?
Where's this row end?
And Metroid is even more subtle because like it doesn't actually have like a second row. You get that space between that, like where your like missiles are listed. Yeah. So it's hard to tell how many you're going to fit there.
Yep.
I guess you can't use a blue one yet.
No, it's locked up.
If only you just climb on top of it.
Oh, this is better. The Forgotten Caves is way further back. Yeah, I can't whip my way over that tiny wall.
Who could have installed such a strange device in this cave so far from civilization? Such an act of witchcraft proves that this ground is unholy. I swear that the person responsible will pay for this sacrilege, even if it costs me my life. Which, I guess probably did.
Yeah, thanks for closing the door behind you, you dick.
Right?
Hopefully he was being chased by zombies or something and had a legitimate need to close that door.
No, he was being polite. Like, you don't want to leave a door just lying open.
I mean, he is a guest in this castle.
Exactly. So apparently you can swim. Good.
Yeah. Easy to forget. Swimming is a thing. Nothing to whip. I'm
always impressed by the Belmont's ability to jump straight out of the water like that.
It's part of their training class for all young Belmonts.
I mean, it's sort of just a Castlevania thing in general. Like, you know, all of them can still jump straight out of the water like that. Yeah. But still, it's an impressive feat.
It is. Not many people can do that. Mostly because physics gets in the way.
Annoying physics. Always trying to get its way and tell you what you can and can't do.
Constantly. Alright, Mr. Fishman.
His Fishman didn't even bother taking leg day.
Well, now you're just being offensive. Those poor legs.
Hey, I've seen fishmen with legs, and these guys don't have legs. That's not on me. That's on them.
Yeah, that's true. There's fishermen in the Castlevania series who all have legs.
A dozen mermen suddenly came out of the water and massacred my entire company. Terrified, I can only watch as they tossed the crippled bodies of my comrades into the water. Were still alive, they suffered an agony as their offspring fed on them.
Yikes. That's a bad way to go.
Yeah. Just take that spear he's left there.
Good idea. Nope, can't have it.
That is a shame. Because think of all the things you can do with the spear.
Stab so many dudes.
Yeah, or you could use it to pole vault yourself to different areas.
And Eric Picard, he knew how to use a spear in a video game. Okay, here's one of those things we passed a long time ago. Max ammo. Nice. Alright, we should probably take a break here.
Alright, we will hopefully make some more progress in the next episode then.
Yep. See what that shiny yellow thing is. Good night.
Good night.